H23 is a Norfolk Southern freight that runs along the Litiz Secondary line, a line that runs from Dillerville Yard in Lancaster, Pennsylvania to Litiz, Pennsylvania. As you can see on the map, instead of the line going directly from Lancaster to Litiz, it makes a slight detour in Mannheim, Pennsylvania, where it serves several industries. On a normal day, you can see any type of rail car ranging from box cars to tank cars to flat cars to an occasional hopper car. However, today is the day before Thanksgiving, and so there aren't as many industries to switch today. So today, the train will only consist of 3 tank cars and 1 flat car. Once the train reaches Litiz, it switches out a tank car industry, runs around its train, and then heads back to Dillerville Yard in Lancaster. Along the way, it'll switch several spurs that face the opposite direction. Today's locomotive is a Norfolk Southern GP38-2, number 5656. On any normal day, it is very typical to see 2 engines on the front end, or 1 on the front and 1 on the back. But because today's train is so small, it only needs 1 engine, which means the locomotive will be running long hood forward on the returning trip. Today we begin at a place known as Roots Market, just a few miles northwest of Dillerville Yard in Lancaster. At this point, the train has made no stops and will run directly to Litiz, where it will switch out its first industry. Our next stop is right outside of the town of Mannheim. As you can see, there used to be a track that branched off to the right. However, it has since been turned into a rail trail. The train now passes through the town of Mannheim, where you can see it passing in front of the old Pennsylvania Railroad passenger station. In the background, you can also notice 2 newly painted and refurbished box cars. During the steam and early Conrail era, the town of Mannheim used to have several different industries all along the town that it used to operate in. As you can see in this picture taken in 1991 during the Conrail era, there used to be two sets of tracks, the mainline tracks and then a siding track. And in that siding track, it used to serve a feed mill and a couple of other industries that would receive box cars. That second set of tracks no longer exists and is now replaced by a gravel road. One small industry that does still exist in Mannheim is a small feral gas facility. As you can see, there is a Y in the tracks, and the tracks going north go to the feral gas facility. However, I do believe the tracks used to continue that direction past the spur, and I believe they connected to the Reading line somewhere in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Now, I'm not entirely sure on that, but I am almost certain. Norfolk Southern will drop off the full cars on this set of tracks here on its trip to Litiz, and then on its way back to Lancaster, it will pick up the empty cars in this spur here. East Penn Railway is the railroad responsible for switching out the feral gas facility and will pick up the full cars and drop off the empties at this Y. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any footage of these switching operations because today's train did not have any cars meant for the feral gas facility. Now, unfortunately, that will be my last shot of the day. I wasn't able to get any footage of H23 switching out Litiz because I ran out of time. But I do have footage and content of many of those switching operations along H23 on my Instagram page. So if you are interested, please be sure to check out Ridge and Valley Railroading on Instagram. I have tons of content revolving around local switching, but also mainline freight as well. So if that interests you, please feel free to check it out. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.